This is week 5. First of all, thank you to Professor Tantillo for making this class exciting, interactive, definitely gaining a lot of knowledge on social media marketing and just general branding in general. So thank you, Professor. Today we're going to talk about what is single malt Scotch, what is bourbon, what is rye. So people, myself included, have been drinking Scotch whiskey for years, and we have no idea what we're drinking, you know? Give me a 12-year-old, give me an 18, a 21. So first of all, single malt Scotch is made from, legally has to be made from single malt barley, okay, malted barley, from one distillery, okay? That's what single malt Scotch is. Usually it's made in Scotland. Sometimes they've been making it all around the world. There's some American whiskeys and so forth. But primarily it's Scotch because it's made in Scotland. Bourbon, however, until recently, which was only legally allowed to be called bourbon if it was made in Kentucky. Now they changed the law. Anyone can make bourbon. Is 51% corn, and the rest can be rye or other additives. And then you have rye, which is made from rye. Now each one has a different distinctive flavor. When someone comes into my store and says they want a spirit, I say to them, well, what's your flavor? What do you like? So many people will start off with a single malt, okay? So right here I have a Glenrothes 12 year, okay? And let's talk about it for a minute. It's matured in sherry seasoned oak casks and bottled and natural color. I mean, it's a little bit hard to see this through the video, but the color on this is a gorgeous, deep orange flavor, okay? Beautiful, beautiful color. I don't know if you can see it a little better now. What I really like about this whiskey is you can taste the sherry. Next time we'll talk about aging in different casks and stuff. But for now, let's talk about single malts. People enjoy single malts. Generally, they're smoother, they're easier on the palate. Then we have, this is one of my new favorites. This is a Jim Beam Black Extra Aged bourbon, okay? People who enjoy bourbon, they want to feel the flavor, feel the burn. They want that power. They want to feel it going down. They want to, you know? That's bourbon. Sometimes there's bourbon that is aged longer or higher proof, barrel proof they call it, and those are really powerful. I mean, if you drink some of these straight, it's overpowering. It's like, whoa. A good example of that would be Elijah Craig, barrel proof, and most of them they actually recommend that they should add a little bit of water. Let's just finish up with rye. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite ryes as well. I mean, showing you all my favorites today. This is called Catskills Single Rye Whiskey. It's made here right in New York, and I've actually visited the distillery where they make it. It's made primarily from rye. Rye is something that is coming back into fashion. It used to be, 50, 60, 70 years ago, it was much more in fashion to drink rye. It's characterized as a spicy, not like bourbon. You don't get the burn, but when you drink rye, there's a lot of, it's like having, I would say, peppers in your mouth, for lack of a better word. But people are starting to enjoy ryes more, and happens to be this rye is a little softer on the palate, so definitely try it out, especially it's made in New York. That's the vlog for today. See you next time.